talked when you signed with Arizona.
Yep.
Now let's fast forward to here. You've been playing for several weeks. What's it been like?
It's been great to be able to stay home and play with these guys. I mean, we got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge on this team. So I'm just excited to get out here and have the opportunity to play.
What's been your favorite part?
Playing, for sure. Just getting out there with the guys, having laughs every day, the weight room. The brotherhood, probably. The camaraderie is great. So we're all brothers. We all hang out all the time outside of this. So, yeah.
What were your expectations playing-wise when you first got here in the fall?
I didn't expect to play at all, but I think they realized how hard I came in and worked and just really what I brought to the table. So I think once we got to camp, I didn't get a single rep during camp, and then after that, they kind of threw me in a couple plays, and they were like, I don't think they realized that I could do what I could do. So. Yeah.
What was it like running out of the tunnel for the first time for the New Mexico game?
I've actually got a picture of me. They took a picture, and you could see just a big old smile on my face. It was crazy to be able to run out of that tunnel and say that I play for this team, but it was even better to say that I actually play. So.
Did all the memories come flooding back of when you'd come to games here as a kid?
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah. Crowd going crazy, everybody. I could look up and see my family. So I would for sure say it all came flooding back.
What is your favorite memory from coming here, not playing obviously from when you were a kid?
I'd probably just say coming and hanging out with family, coming to the games and experiencing this football through them. I got a lot of time to spend with my family here in the stands, and I think it was fun. It was great.
Whenever the media asks about you in a press conference, everyone always says Big Red.
Yeah.
How did the nickname come about?
I've always been called Red my whole life by my grandma, but other than that, I think it just comes from Coach Zoe. Called me Big Red one time and it stuck. So I love it.
I think Coach Carter also said that you were the Arizona version of Brock Lesnar, but that one didn't stick as much.
No, it still sticks. I got a couple of nicknames in these rooms, but Big Red's probably the main one, or Brock. Sometimes I'll hear Brock and someone's calling me that. So I think it just depends. You can call me whatever.
Your role, I know, has changed a little bit from CDO when you were the workhorse running back, and now you've done a lot of run blocking. Take me through how that transition has been like for you.
I'd say it's all about just playing, getting on the field. I don't think I really respected that much in high school. I guess I always just wanted to get the ball as every other high school kid does, and I'm just grateful to be given the opportunity to play. That's it. Just be able to stick my cleat in this ground and say that I'm playing, play by play.
What have you learned about run blocking that you mentioned you didn't really do it a lot in high school at all?
Yep, just the technique stuff. I mean, you kind of come in here and you show them what you can do and how you can do it, but they coach you up at the end of the day, and then you just got to kind of listen to those coaching points. So I think I've learned a lot of technique stuff that'll help you get through it, what shoulder to lead through, with where your head goes, stuff like that.
I'm sure the wrestling helps too.
Yep.
How so? Like, what are the similarities between that and wrestling?
Probably hand placement and leverage. Leverage from wrestling will teach you how to block in football. So I think that's something that kind of correlated. I never realized until I really thought about it, like, oh, it all comes together.
What have you learned from the other running backs in the room?
A lot of stuff. I think I learned more about football as a whole, defensive football, offensive football, just all of football altogether, special teams, everything. So I think they just kind of taught me how to get my way through a football practice and how to work hard. So thank you to those guys.
Any particular moment with any of the running backs that stand out to you from this year so far?
I think on our first play against New Mexico when we were in our package where I was on the field, we ran that play going this way, and Q scored. When I blocked that DN, we went down there, and it was just a great feeling, me and Q down in the end zone after a big play, so it was nice.
Is there anything that you had to adjust to that you weren't expecting at all about making the jump from high school to college football?
Not really. I think just the game speed is a little faster, for sure. But everybody's stronger, everybody's faster, everybody's smarter. So I think you kind of just you evolve with the game. So once I got here, during summer I was the younger guy, and I kind of got to see how it all works, and then you kind of just evolve with it as time goes.
Do you still talk to Coach Peace?
Yeah, I text him a couple times a week. Yeah.
Has he been out to any of the games?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know he's been watching, but I don't know if he came to any.
Does he still give you any tips or any
Oh, yeah.
pointers or stuff
He's
like
always
that?
coaching me up. He's always coaching me up.
Yeah, he may not be CDO coach
Yep.
anymore, right? But he's
Yep.
still coaching you. I love it.
Absolutely.
If you told 8, 9, 10-year-old Kayden that you'd be playing on this field, what would he think?
I don't think he'd believe me. I always knew I wanted to play at the next level, but I never really thought about it like that deep. So I always had that goal in the back of my head, but I was always just living in the moment, just playing football, having fun with my buddies from we were this high. So I think I'm just grateful to be here.
And what does it mean to get to play in front of a hometown crowd and your family and your friends week after week?
It means everything to me. I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. I got a lot of people in the stands that I've known my whole life. I got a lot of people here that are coming to support me and the team, and I think it's just great. It's great to have that that on my back, to know that I'm repping a name and a group of people.
What is something you're focusing on in your game specifically as you go through the end of this year and then, even as you prepare for next season too?
I think just the small details. Coach Adkins says this all the time. You never know which detail is going to make you the hero or the bad guy. So I think just small details, because like I said, you never know which one. So at the end of the day, it's just the minor details. You can take a false step or one wrong step and the play won't go your way. So
in addition to the run blocking, you've had a couple of carries this year.
Yep.
What did it feel like to get the ball for the first time?
I think it felt great. I'm just very grateful to be here, first of all. And you have to, it's an analogy, you have to eat potato chips before you can eat steak. So me blocking, that's my reward, is running the ball. That's how I feel. So that's how I feel.
What potato chip flavor?
Salt and vinegar.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You just got to put your head down and go to work every day. You just got to realize that that time is money. The more time you spend working on your craft, the better you're going to be. So I think to all those kids out there, get up for the early workouts and get as much out of it as you can. Don't go in there and just lollygag around and talk to your friends, but go in there and actually get as much out of it as you can. So never take it for granted.